Hello, everybody. Welcome to another fantabulous episode of Youth Connect. I'm Aiden,
I'm Logan.
I'm Jeffrey.
and welcome to another fantabulous episode filled with fun and whimsy. All right, guys. So, hello. Welcome back to Youth Connect. I hope you guys are excited. Tons of stuff have been going on. There's tons of things, tons of fun, but more importantly, we are ready to bring you another awesome section where we bring you some awesome news. Now, what that news can be depends on each thing. There could be video game news, cooking knowledge, live music. You never know what's going to happen on Youth Connect because it's always going to be something new. And for those who don't know, Youth Connect is a news entrance entertainment show that was created for the community by the community so that we could have news that was created for you guys, made by us, by the community, for the community. That's where the name comes from, after all. I hope that you guys are super excited today. And I am going to be telling you that the first thing that we always have to do, if you don't know what it is some gaming news. So get ready. All right, guys. So it is time to bring you an awesome game. It's going to be really exciting. So I was really trying to come up with something that would be very interesting, a multiplayer game that everybody could play. And today's game of the week is actually called Peak. Now, is it Peak? I'll have to see. Basically, Peak is a chaotic multiplayer climbing game that really took the indie game by storm. A lot of people have been really into it, and I absolutely love how the devs have been keeping really active with their community. It was created by Aggro Crab and Landfall, the studio behind Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, and I love TABS. We actually talked about tabs in a previous Youth Connect episode way back when it was just released its new DLC. It started first as a quirky jam project and quickly evolved into one of Steam's most unexpected co-op hits. The core of Peak is really simple. You and your friends must climb a massive mountain together. But that simplicity is constantly undercut by the game's intentionally clumsy movement, random physics, and a relentless race against the elements. And what makes this game awesome is that each run is really unpredictable. There's weather shifts, fog creeps in, avalanches that crash down, and really dangerous wildlife that appears out of nowhere. And very interestingly, they actually released a brand new update called the Mesa update. So they are keeping active. I'm actually subscribed to their YouTube channel where they release shorts every 1 to 2 weeks per se. And it's awesome because there's badges or achievements, there's unlockable cosmetics, and pretty much it's a game to be played with your friends. And listening to their community, they even added cannibalism, which is quite shocking. They turn into chickens if you get too hungry. You know that funny joke where you start imagining people as food. This game is actually quite fun. I haven't actually got to play it myself, but it is only $8. So if you have $8 to spare, check out Peak. It's actually really cool. I wouldn't say it's peak just yet. They're still adding more content, but so far it's looking pretty good. Anyways, though, this has been your first news, technically your first gaming news, and we're going to keep it moving. Just so you guys know, no Kevin today. So next person up is Logan, and Logan's going to be bringing us some cooking knowledge, or technically cooking news. I can't wait to see what news is going to be today.
Hello, Youth Connect. I am Logan, and for today's week on my culinary news, a North Bay restaurant receives an award, a new Asian restaurant opens in Newmarket, and some word on the CNE and its outlandish new food options. Starting off with our first story, Churchill's Fine Dining, located in North Bay, Ontario, has earned the 2025 International Wine Spectator Award of Excellence, marking the first time a restaurant in the city has received this international accolade for its wine program. Boasting a wine list of over 5,000 selections, the restaurant joins a prestigious global network of establishments recognized for exceptional wine offerings. Owner Jimmy Colios reflected that winning the award during North Bay's centennial is a proud moment that showcases the city's evolving culinary identity. In other news, a local family in Newmarket, Ontario, has launched a new restaurant called CK's Restaurant. This restaurant brings an exciting Hong Kong-style banquet experience to the town with a sprawling menu of more than 200 dishes, all of which blend authentic Hong Kong flavors with broader Chinese cuisine, appealing to diners who crave diverse, traditional fare in a single destination. Newmarket was chosen as the location of the new restaurant by the family over their previous residency in Markham due to its lower population density. It's less crowded, the houses are bigger, it's nicer, it's a lot more comfortable, it's not as compact as where we used to be, which was Markham, said Mia Chan, daughter of owner Jenny Yang, who translated her mother's words for the press. So yeah, that's some word on this new restaurant, CK's Restaurant. And if you're interested in it, you can drive on over to Newmarket and check it out for yourself. But for our last news story for this week, the Toronto CNE has returned this year. It returned a week prior and will be spanning until the beginning of September 1st. This famous exhibition hosts rides, games, shows, events, and for the purpose of this news in particular, food. Specifically, this year, the CNE seems to have allowed their food vendors to throw a whole bunch of crazy stuff at the wall and see what makes the most money, as this year's food options are particularly insane. Menu items include sushi corn dogs, poutine dumplings, buttered chicken waffles, deep-fried pizza on a stick, and hash brown ice cream sandwiches. All a bunch of insane, delicious-sounding, but also very caloric-heavy things. Make sure to choose your calories wisely if you ever plan on going to CNE, which, as I'm going to remind you, is until September 1st. But anyways, that just about does it for all the news that I have for this week. Thank you all for listening, and back to you, Aiden.
You know, I actually heard a lot about the CNE. I know that it runs till August 15th to September the 1st, but I did not know that they had so many food options. I remember hearing from my good friend Zoe, and Zoe actually explained to us they went to the CNE and it had deep fried watermelon, a few other deep fried options, and she went with a friend. And it sounded actually fantastic. I really want to go visit. Now, Logan, just so I can ask one more time, what is the first news that you were talking about? The first one that you mentioned, what was the restaurant's name? Because I really want to keep it written down because it sounded so good. Do you remember what
It's
it was
called
called?
Churchill's Fine Dining.
Okay.
It's located in North Bay.
Okay, I'm going to have to write that down. All right, because that sounds absolutely delicious. So I got it written down. Turtle's Fine Dining. All right. Now, Jeff, did you like Logan's news? Did you have any interest ones? Was it the CNE? Was it the new restaurant popped up in Churchill? Like, what was your thoughts?
For me, probably the new restaurant in Churchill was very interesting.
Fair enough. I'm definitely going to have to visit it. Miss Judith and I are definitely looking eye to eye and being like, ooh, I can't wait to check this new place out. Thank you so much, Logan. And time to bring you guys your second gaming news and your community news because it's important to keep connected as community. Now, I had a choice. I had a choice of either talking to you about this news or Silk Song. So I'm going to do both at the quick moment. I'll just do Silk Song as a quick one. Silk Song, it has been absolutely so long. Fans of the Hollow Knight series have been waiting for literally years for this DLC to come out. And recently they said that that DLC is coming September the 4th. Now, I don't know if that's going to actually be true because they said multiple times, set multiple release dates. So let's hope it doesn't get delayed again. And also very interesting, earlier this week, Gamescom opening night live kicked off with the reveal of a new Bubsy game. Now, many online and really including myself really were surprised by this. I know Bubsy by its classic SNES game, but I also remember Bubsy 3D being an absolute nightmare to work with. And now there's a brand new game coming out called Bubsy 4D. I made sure to check my calendar, and no, it was not April 1st. And from what I'm seeing, it might actually be kind of good. In fact, it might even be awesome. And seriously, it really might. Back in the early 90s, there was a lot of 2D platformers because let's just say, who the heck is Bubsy if you don't know who Bubsy is? Bubsy was actually supposed to be Nintendo's variation of Sonic the Hedgehog, a very fast, very wacky, very goofy character that was supposed to take it by storm. And let's just say that the Bubsy series really did pretty well for itself until Bubsy 3D came along, and people hate Bubsy 3D. And to be honest with you, I played it myself. It's a travesty, a nightmare, a absolute bombshell of a game. But it is known as one of the worst, let me remind you, that is a really hard title to get, worst platformers ever made. And in the last decade, we've been getting some really new Bubsy games, and this Bubsy 4D game looks awesome. It's being made by Fabraz, a really renowned indie studio that has made a game for itself, developing fun, innovative, and colorful 3D and 2D platformers that feel amazing to play, like Demon Turf and Slime Sand, which I haven't actually got to try out myself, but apparently a lot of people are saying that it is really, really good. And since announcing the game earlier at Gamescom, the studio is actually releasing gameplay of Bubsy 4D, and it looks absolutely wonderful. Now, I can't say that this is going to be the best 3D platformer of all time, but I will say that this game looks zany, it looks wacky, and I mean, it's a Bubsy game. So if you're not looking for unfunny quotes and very dry humor, don't check this out. But if you do like it, check it out. It looks kind of funny, kind of a little bit silly, and I feel like it has a lot of laughs. Keep your breath with me here, guys. We talked about Bubsy. Looked pretty awesome, looked pretty interesting, but we have to keep it moving. Got to keep the train rolling, and this is where I would bring you some community news. So, what was on this? And it was really weird. It was really funny, and it was a lot of fun. So I will say, even when our super ability crew is going to be on break, which is going to be happening next week, we never lose touch. If you worried that like we have our on weeks and off week, even on our off week, every morning we still have our 9:30 chat together, or Tabata, depending on the mood of everybody. But our off weeks aren't really off. They're always just a little bit lighter, and we always connect through our personal Tap friend app to show up our clubs, connect, and really just keep the crew vibe alive. It's definitely a community where we keep together. So, what's going on next? Well, next up, we're going to keep it going, guys. I know, so fast, so quick. What the heck is going on? Oh, next up, we got to have somebody. Now, we had a huge debate in our chat. People are saying that Jeff is going to be doing Jelly Roll, but I don't know what he's going to be playing. So next up, we have Jeffrey with some live music. Let's see what it is.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm Jeffrey. I'm here to bring you some music for you today. And this song's gonna, I don't know, maybe make you dance like a monkey or something like that. This is Upside Down by Jack Johnson. What's impossible is forgot. This world keeps spinning and with each new day I can feel the change in everything. And I surface takes reflection stay. But it's always will remain the same. And as the body gets to spread its strength, there's the stopping curiosity. I turn the whole thing upside down. I find things they say just can't be found. I feel this love of mine with everyone. We're singing, dancing, nodding, it's just a song. I don't have this feeling go away. I can't do anything, but I can try. And as the road goes on, I begin to find things not always just what they seem. I want to turn the whole thing upside down. I find the things to say just can't be found. I'll share this love of God with everyone. We're singing, dancing, loving, just a song. I want this feeling to go away. What's impossible, they forgot. This world keeps spinning and each new day. But it's always they remain the same. And I surface breaks reflection stay. But it's always they remain the same. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I find things to say just can't be found. I'll share this love of mine with everyone. or sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. I want this feeling to go away. Used to say I can't do anything, but I can try. And as I roll along, I begin to find things aren't always just what they seem. I wanna turn the whole thing upside down. I find the things to say just can't be found. I'll share this love with everyone. We'll sing and dance to Mother Nature's song. This world keeps spinning and there's no time to waste. Put it all keeps spinning round and round and upside down. We say what's possible and can't be found. I don't want this feeling to go away. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. It's how it's supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be. Is this how it's supposed to be? Hey everyone, this is Jeffrey, a live musician. I'll see you all next time, and make sure to take a look at my website, jeffreytrent.com. Anyways, back to Aiden. Bye everybody.
Okay, guys, make sure to 100% check out Jeffrey's website. I definitely think that you should. You know, I think that was an amazing song. Unfortunately, that does mean that technically Jeff chose a different song. You know what? Jeff always is going to pick a song that he is feeling in the mood for, and I feel like that was a perfect song because every time I think of that song, I of course, think of Curious George. Anyways, guys, this is the end of our Youth Connect. So quick, so fast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to click the notification bell.
Thank you so much, Jeff. I hope that you guys have an amazing weekend. I heard that it's going to be a little bit warmer than usual, so stay inside. Don't overexert yourself. And we will catch you all in 2 weeks. Bye, guys. Catch you later.
Bye.